Hi, this is Derek Regensberger, and welcome to another episode of the Clarinet Connection, your source for gear and product reviews and practice and performance tips for the clarinet. In today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing a new ligature, and this one is made by Brad Behn. And the unique thing about this ligature is it's a combination of plastic, material, and metal. It has a large set screw to hold the ligature onto the mouthpiece, and it also has a couple of metal rails in the front to give a little bit more of that free blowing nature of metal ligatures. Let's hear what this one sounds like. So overall, it has a really nice response. It doesn't have so much of a free-blowing response that you really can't control it, so it allows you to really shape the sound. And it doesn't really color the sound all that much. Sometimes with the additions of metals, particular types of metals, you'll have a brighter sound or a darker sound depending on the type of metal used in the ligature. The ligature itself, I think, is a good design. It seems to hold the reed in place relatively well. And it allows for, I think, very crisp articulation. All right, let's take a look at a close-up of this Brad Behn ligature. You can see again that it is a black plastic with one large set screw on the rear. And then you can see these metal rails that help hold the reed to the mouthpiece. And again, that's designed to give it a little more punch, a little more vibrance to the sound. It's a relatively, again, simple ligature to use with just the one large set screw. One thing I do like is it has a knurled knob, so it doesn't hurt your fingers. It's easy to grip, so kudos to Brad with that little design touch. So let's compare it to a all-metal ligature. And this is my AK ligature made by Andy Kessler. Unfortunately, it's not currently in production. All right, let's kind of hear a comparison. So some similarities, but some differences. I think the most obvious difference, again, with the all-metal ligature is it colors the sound a little bit more. You definitely can notice it has a little brighter sound because of the silver, and then the reed clip is made of sterling silver. So it definitely adds a little bit of coloration to the sound. It's got a bigger sound than the Behn ligature. A little bit more vibrant as far as the resonance of the sound that it produces. It's subtle, but it's definitely there. In contrast, the Behn is definitely a darker sound, and one that I think is just a little easier to control. It's perhaps a little more focused. So the metal ligature provides a bigger, more immediate sound. There's just a little more ping to the sound. But it's a little bit harder to control. And so it depends on really what you're looking for in a ligature. This particular ligature, if you try and take it off, you can see where it's just going to spin off. With the Behn, I think we're going to get the same kind of result. Again, typically ligatures with one set screw won't stay on when you twist them off the mouthpiece. And you can see it stays on kind of, but it's come up the mouthpiece. So if this is something where you are adamant about a ligature being able to stay on the mouthpiece as you switch between your B flat and A clarinet, for example, in orchestra, it's probably going to be a little bit of a trick to do that with this particular ligature. It's better than some. I think it's better, obviously, than the AK. It's just a bigger set screw, but still, you're going to have that kind of issue when you try and swap between clarinets. There is one challenge with this ligature, and that it's just not quite wide enough to go on mouthpieces with thicker beaks, if you will. It gets on there, but it's straining itself to stay screwed in the back. I mean, I've only got, you know, probably the last of the screw threads that are attaching in there. But even with a different mouthpiece setup, it sounds great. I found that with some of my other ligatures as well, this mouthpiece in particular is hard to fit ligatures too, just because of the fatness of the mouthpiece. It's kind of similar to a modern day Phobes Nova in that respect. Any mouthpiece that's a little fatter in the kind of the core of the mouthpiece here, you're going to struggle with some ligatures getting them to stay on. This one works, but again, it's just hanging on. So depending on the type of mouthpiece you have, you may find that your threads might be a little hard to stay together, you know, getting in and off the mouthpiece. Other than that, though, this I think ligature works great and is a welcome addition to the ligature world. Brad Behn's improved the ligature. It used to be an all plastic material. Again, he's put these metal insets into it to give it that little better ring and power and projection to the sound. And for the cost, I think it fits in nicely in kind of the lineup of ligatures. If you're looking, you know, at really good ligatures, you know, you can spend upwards of $300 to $400 for things like Silverstein or Zach ligatures, which I think are kind of at the top of the market right now. And this one will come in roughly in kind of the middle cost, you know, so about $200. You know, for the price, I think you get a lot of ligature for the money with this Brad Behn ligature. So thanks again for watching the Clarinet Connection, and tune in next time for another episode.